All right, in this video, I'm going to be talking about how to deal with losing streaks. So losing streaks, drawdowns, all that is a part of this business. I don't care what anybody tells you. I don't care what the guru sold you on, what lie they sold you on. Losing streaks, drawdowns is a real part of this business that doesn't matter how skilled you are. Doesn't matter how many years you got in the game. It's going to happen. You're going to endure losing streaks. So if it's going to happen, then you need to know how to prepare for it accordingly. So I'm going to teach you in this video how to psychologically handle it. Okay. So I'm going to be giving you several different tips in this video, but first I'm going to tell you just like, what's the approach that I take personally? Like whenever I'm hit with a losing streak, just like I was recently hit with, like you saw, last week, like there were several days in there, like day after day after day, I was having losing streaks. Like I was red day after red day after red day. And then on Friday, so April 28th, 2024 is time that I'm making this video. And on Friday, like I made back all of it. Like one day I made back everything from that losing streak. But guess what? If I wasn't able to stay psychologically composed during that losing streak, then that never would have happened. You know what I would have, if I did not have my psychology on point, you know what would have happened during that losing streak? I would have changed everything up like most beginners do. I would have went back on YouTube, look for that next holy grail, that next key trading strategy that doesn't exist. But because I had my psychology to a point, I was able to keep executing. I was able to stay level-headed. So how am I able to do that? So there's a few tips. As I've given you several of these tips before, but I'm going to give you some new stuff that I haven't really touched upon too much. But number one, there's no way to get around data collection. And it absolutely does tie into being able to deal with losing streaks, okay? So data collection is a key component to building psychology. The reason why it's important and why it's important for losing streaks is because having those numbers in front of you telling you that over this large sample set of data, and having those numbers in front of you telling you, okay, this is what in this particular ballpark, this is what I can expect. Okay, so if you don't have that data and then you're hit with a losing streak and you're trading, you don't know how to prepare for it. It's the unknown, but it's not the unknown if you have that data right there. You say, oh, well, this is normal. This is normal. I can this is perfectly fine. My data tells me that I just need to keep executing. But if you don't have that data and it's just in your head and it's like, you're gonna have doubts and you're gonna struggle to execute because you don't have that data in front of you that tells you, okay, this is normal. So you need to have that data. That's very important. There's no way around it. You need to get it, whether it's through back testing or forward testing. Just get it. Okay. Number two is trade small. Okay. Many of you that are watching this right now are trading too big. You need to lower your size. And lower it as much as you need to. Okay, don't let people shame you for, trading small. Okay, those are the same people that blow up their account after account after account. Don't listen to those people. If you need to lower the size, lower the size. Experiment around with it. You feel like, you're having like that P&L is making you sweat, then lower it. Who cares? You go to 0.5%. Okay, or go lower than 0.5% if you need to. It doesn't matter. Just you need to be trading small enough to the point where that dollar amount does not phase you. It does not make you sweat. All right. So that's going to be different for everybody. Now let me make this clear, because once you get experience, you can build up. Like once you actually got the experience, you can go to 1%, 2% if you want, of course. But if you're a beginner, then I don't recommend going higher than 0.5%, risking losing more than 0.5% of your overall capital on any single trade. So for example, if you have like a $2,000 account, what would that be? That means you wouldn't want to lose more than $10 on any trade if you're doing 0.5%. So just put that to whatever amount of money you're trading. And I know, as always, I have the individual that comes in the chat like, but Mike, I got $100 account, so that's not going to cut it. Well, I mean, buddy, you're undercapitalized. Sorry to tell you, you're undercapitalized, right? I would save up money. I mean, you can still get the practice in with that account, but you want to save a little bit more money or utilize prop firms and do it that way. But yeah, so you need to be trading very small. That's another thing, right? If you're trading big and you're hit with any type of losing streak, of course, you're going to be sweating. Of course, it's going to be psychologically difficult to handle it. All right, an experienced trader can take loss with, have a losing streak with 2%. and they can remain calm because it ain't their first rodeo, right? They've been around the block. They've seen this stuff. They've seen it play out. But if you're a beginner and you're risking 2%, ooh, buddy, you're going to see what I'm talking about. It's going to start weighing on you. You take 1, 2, 3, 4 losses in a row with 2%. Oh, you sweating now. And it's going to become difficult to execute. So trade small. All right. Trade very small starting off. Okay. So far we have concluded that we need data, because that's going to show us what to, in a particular ballpark, what to expect. Okay, we need to trade very small. And there's an experience factor, is what I kind of just said a second ago, or touched upon real briefly. There's an experience factor. Like, that's the biggest thing, actually. Like, the experience factor is absolutely, you need to do the data collection, you need to trade small, but it's the experience factor. And then people ask me, how am I able to stay so composed? Yes, I did the data collection. Yes, I trade small. I trade very small. I have a lot of experience, and I still trade, or at this moment at least, with 0.5%. I traded 2% last year, but that style was a little bit more of an inactive style. I averaged like 1 or 2 trades a week last year, but now it's, as you have probably noticed, it's a lot more active trading style. So 0.5% is what I've been doing this year. And I've done the data collection. I know in that particular ballpark what to expect in regards to drawdown and losing streaks. But the biggest thing that I have, and the reason why I'm able to stay so composed during these losing streaks, is I have that experience factor. I've been doing this a long time. Right? I started trading in 2014, and like, I've seen so many different cycles to the market. Like, there's nothing surprises me. That's the thing. Nothing surprises me. I know how this works. You know, the beginner trader, they don't really, like, if you're getting right into the game, and like what will typically happen to a lot of beginners is they'll see a lot of success very early on. Like, their strategy, it will be popping. Like, they'll be getting steps left and right. Oh, they're running it up and thinking, man, trading's fucking easy. Like, what are all these veteran traders talking about? How it's a difficult business. This shit is so fucking easy. I'm just more talented. I'm more skilled than all of you, right? And then, well, it's inevitable. They get hit with, it starts to slow down. You know, the market dries up, and then they try to force that same behavior. And then they start taking losses. They start taking bigger losses, and then their psychology crumbles, and then game over, right? And I'm sure many of you can relate to that. That's just how it works. You start off with really early success, and then you get hit with reality real quick. But that nothing works perfect, 100% of the time. It's not going to be hot 100% of the time. All strategies have hot streaks. They have slow streaks. That's with everything. Anybody who tells you otherwise, I promise you, is lying to you. They got something to sell you, all right? You're going to have hot times. You're going to have slow times. That's fine. It's a part of trading. Like, there's times to build, and there's time to survive. There's times to build capital up, to be racking it up, to making, super big strides in progress with your account. And there's times where you just need to kind of, just survive and lay low. And then that's going to be the next question. Okay, but how do we lay low? How do we survive though, right? And I'm going to tell you how I approach it. So with myself, that experience factor, as I was saying, that experience factor is going to be a big thing. I'm able to stay composed because I've seen this stuff happen so many times. Like, I see the same stuff, the same cycles repeat. I understand because I've seen it before. If you're a beginner and you haven't seen it before, it's very normal. Even if you have like the data, that's the thing. Even once you have the data and you're trading small, many of you are doing that, and then you're still kind of struggling. So you're like, what's happening here? Like, I have the data. You told me to do that. I have the data. Okay. And then I've done all this stuff, but I'm still struggling during a losing streak. Well, there's an experience factor as well, which is the big one. And a lot of you haven't seen these different cycles of the market. You've been trading 1 year, 2 years. So it's very normal that you are not able to stay composed during these losing streaks because you haven't seen anything yet. You haven't seen anything. I've seen so many different cycles of the market that nothing surprises me. So when I'm hit with the gun, it's like, oh, it's just another cycle to the market. Just keep executing, stay level-headed, and it'll come back around and I'll start building again. Literally, it's the same thing every time. Like, nothing surprises me. I'm not hit with anything that's unexpected. Okay? That's another thing. You stay around long enough, you keep executing, you gain that experience. It'll get easier with time, I'm telling you. It absolutely will. So that's how, I don't cut down size or anything. That's the thing. I'm already trading 0.5% right now. I don't cut down size. I just have that in mind. So I keep the same size. If I'm taking loss after loss after loss, again, I don't care because I understand I understand what I'm doing here. I understand that I have that long-term perspective because of the data collection, because of my experience factor. I have that in the back of my head, so I'm able to consistently execute, and I don't break a single sweat. I don't give a solitary shit because this ain't my first rodeo, fellas. This ain't my first rodeo. So that's really what it comes down to is I have that, and I just understand that. So I don't need to cut down size or do anything like that. That's how you handle losing streaks. Those things that are just, and yes, there's the meditation, which I always recommend as well, which is like that cherry on top, right? Of course, doing that alone ain't gonna help. You need to do everything else that I just said. That'll help you too. And the journaling, the emotional journaling, that's gonna help you too. So that's how I approach it. But let me give you another tip, because here's another really big tip that I can recommend you. You don't always got to do this, but it's a really good, the tip I'm about to give you, it's a really good tip for those of you, this is going to allow you to stay more level-headed while gaining that experience factor, because you can get the data collection, you can trade small, right? But you can still struggle. I understand that psychology component to this game is very difficult, all right? So this is going to help you gather that experience, and it's going to help you manage risk better, okay? So what you're going to do is, I want you, after every single loss that you have, like let's say, all right, you start with your full size. Let's say that's like 1%, right? Let's say you take a loss was 1% on let's just say you went short on Euro USD and boom, you got tagged out on this high right here. You took a loss, right? And that was with 1%. The next trade after you take that loss, I want you to go down to 0.5% risk. So now you can't lose more than 0.5% of your account on the next trade, okay? And let's say you lose again, because now you're on a losing streak, right? So you're about to have a losing streak, and now you take another loss with 0.5%. The next trade, so the third trade now that you go in, you're going to cut it in half again. So half of 0.5%, you're going to cut it in half again. And you're going to do it like that. You have another loss, you're going to cut it in half again. Yes, that's right. Again, you're going to cut it in half. And you're going to keep doing this, okay? And you're going to do this until you recoup the previous L. All right. So like, for example, let's say you took the losses with 1%, right? And then on 0.5%, let's just say you got let's say you're doing a 2-to-1, right? And you can do a 1-to-1, you can do a 3-to-1. It doesn't matter. I'm just using this for example. And then, one win with a 2-to-1, guess what? You've recouped it. Then you can go back to trading 1% again. And then say you have another loss again with 1%. Then you go back down to 0.5%, and then say you get another 2-to-1, you hit another 2-to-1, boom, you're good again. So you can go back up. Now, if say you did like a 1-to-1, then it would take, of course, 2 wins with that size again to recoup, to go back up to that risk. Now, are you going to make more money if you are you going to do better if you keep your size the same? Sure you will. You'll make more money. An argument that somebody will come when I say this will be like, but then you're skewing with your results then. Like if you're low in your size, then you're skewing with your result. Especially if you have like a 1-to-1 mic, then it's going to take more to get back to break even. That doesn't seem like an effective way to trade. Well, again, it goes back to you want results right now, don't you? You're impatient. You want results right now. You want to get rich quick. Because guess what? It ain't about that right now. You're gaining that experience factor that's going to be able to deal with these drawdowns. All right. That's all you're doing with this practice. It's not about making a bunch of money right now. It's about gaining that experience factor that we were just talking about a second ago. But the problem is everybody wants money right away. It's like, oh, excuse with the results. I'm not doing that. And then they go back to doing what they're doing. They do the same shit that they've been doing so far, and they keep failing because they don't do anything different, right? What's that quote? Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. And then you people stay in the same loop. And then you wonder why, you're struggling with psychology. Slow down. You don't got to get rich right away. You ain't going to get rich overnight. You need to take it one piece at a time. All right. So when you're doing this practice, it's not about making money. It's about gaining experience and managing risk. And it allows you to stay more level-headed during these losing streaks so you can gain that experience. You know what's going to happen over time? You know what's going to happen? You're going to start to gain more and more experience. And then you're going to see these different cycles in the market. You're going to see that, oh, wait, okay, my strategy, it slows down at times. But then it comes right back around a little bit later and it starts to heat up. And then you start to say, okay, but if I was to keep executing this, because it's a big difference as well in having it in your data and seeing it in real time and actually seeing it with your own eyes play in real time. And you're going to see that happen. And doing this, trading small like this, It's going to allow you to experience that. Don't let this go over your head. It's going to allow you to experience that. Okay? And the more you experience that, then later on you can go back to, maybe risking the same, just staying at 1%. But you got to gain that experience first. That's the thing. Okay? It's not about making money right away, making a bunch of money. It's about you want to gain that experience, seeing it happen, experiencing different cycles of the market. And then once you do, you're going to be more comfortable with it later, once you have that experience factor. Because experience is the biggest thing. Not data collection, not meditation, not journaling. Actually experiencing the market, experiencing these different cycles. And that's what's going to allow you to do that. And you're going to be able to stay level-headed doing that because of the decrease in that size. Okay? Yep, Phil, so that's how you're going to deal with losing streaks. I gave you the key, one video right here. I gave it all to you in one video. That's how you deal with it. So if you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Catch you later.